I'm going to be reviewing Final Destination. This is a pretty old film now. It's like 10 years old because it came out in 2000. And I can remember watching this film when I was in year 7, and that was like 2004. So, like, when I would look back at this film, I get a lot of, nostalgia. So, but I really love it, and it's like, I feel it's kind of like a guilty pleasure. It's like, I'd say it's probably one of my favorite films. Like the first Final Destination is like one of my favorite films, and because it's like, as you probably know, they've gone on to make like a ton of sequels for these films, and none of them have been as good as the first one because they've all just pretty much like, just copied it, and they haven't really brought anything new. I mean, I thought the second one was pretty good because it like, added something new to the climax, but the third one was sucked, and I haven't even bothered to see the fourth one yet. So yeah, but on to the review. So the film is about a class of kids, and they get onto a flight because they're going to France on like a school trip, and the the main character is called Alex. He has they're on the flight, and then they take off, and it explodes, and like the plane explodes, and all the fire is like burning them up. I thought it was actually amazing CGI. I thought it was really good. This film came out in 2000, and I just thought the effects during the plane explosion were like amazing. I love that scene. I thought it was really well done. So the whole plane explodes and they all die, and suddenly Alex shoots back to like 10 minutes before he boarded the plane, and he realizes that he just had a premonition of what's going to happen. So now he's convinced the plane's going to explode. So he like warns all of his classmates, and but like only like 6 of them believe him or just end up not getting on the plane because of him, shouting like a crazy man. And so they're off the plane, and but like most of his class is still there. And as the plane is taking off, the people who got off the plane are like shouting at him, thinking he's crazy. But then the plane actually does explode, meaning that his premonition was correct. From this point on, they then realise that sorry, my dog. Yeah, from that point on, they then realise that like death is after them, and they have to. Basically, death is going to pick. They were meant to die on the plane crash, so death is going to pick them off one by one until like death's plan is completed. So yeah, the film. I thought the execution of the film was great. Like, it's just a really good film. Like, maybe I'm looking at this through like big red rose tinted nostalgia glasses, but I really like this film, and yeah, there's like just I think the best thing about this film is like there's a lot of horror films out there, not that I've watched many, but the ones I have watched where the main character is just like totally useless, and you can understand like if they die at the end because they're just ridiculous. But in this film I thought the main character was like really engaging because he wasn't an idiot, he was like a normal kid and he's relatable. So I thought that worked really well. Alex is a good character. It's just I think that's what I hate about the sequels. Like, if they had maybe like, this is spoilers, so if you're not interested in spoilers, don't listen. Although I find it hard to believe that someone like hasn't seen this film and it's been out 10 years and like they've got 3 sequels. But yeah, the spoilers. What's disappointing about sequels is that like Alex wasn't in them. I don't know. I just guess I think it would be cool if somehow they'd worked him into the story for number 2, 3, and 4 if they could get him that far. Because I guess in horror films people have to die, don't they? Because here's another spoiler, so stop if you don't want to see. But it's revealed in the second film that a brick fell on Alex's head and killed him. So it's quite annoying that you watch this whole film and he survives the events of everything. And there's another spoiler. Oh my god, this review is full of spoilers. But yeah, it just annoys me that after watching all this film, you then go on to watch the second film just to find out that he got hit on the head by a brick. I mean, in a way, that's kind of a cool twist that he just dies, and but at the same time, it's kind of annoying. I to be honest, I kind of watch this film as just a standalone film and just pretend the sequels don't exist because they just annoy me. This is the only one I've actually bought on DVD because the others they just annoy me. But yeah, I mean, all the actors in the film are amazing, and oh my god, I've been recording for like 5 minutes, 5 minutes already. Jesus. Okay, I guess I better, like, end this review. But yeah, it's really good. I'd definitely give this film a 9 out of 10. And try to think of something else to say, because I mean, this film is great. I don't know how else to say that. I mean, the deaths, that's the main, obviously the main part of the film, because they all die apart from like two of them, and that's where the fun comes in, watching them die, wondering how death is going to pick them off, because the death sequences are really over the top. Like one of them, this kid's in the bath, and then there's like a light switch, the ones that you pull, like a rope thing, and it gets around his neck and kills him. I think it's the light switch. It might be a bit in the shower curtain. I can't remember. I haven't watched this film in a month, or 2 months. Actually, no, probably 4 months. But yeah, yeah. But he gets strangled, and he dies, and people think he killed himself. And yeah, I love the pacing of the film. Everything's great. It has an amazing climax. I thought, just really cool climax. You know, there's a cool bit when the main guy Alex is falling down this hill, and then he kind of like almost gets his head impaled on a stick, but he's like, yeah. So definitely check this film out, because it is actually pretty freaky. Like after I watched it, I kind of thought about my own mortality and stuff, and like, what if death was really after you, and everywhere you went you had to flipping be watching everything, because anything could kill you. Wouldn't that be weird if I died while reviewing this film? But yeah, this has been going for 7 minutes now, so watch this film, because it's great and it's pretty scary. I thought, it's not the scariest out there, not by a long shot, but it is pretty freaky and will maybe play on your mind a bit. Or maybe it's just because when I first watched it, I was like in year 7. But yeah, buy it, watch it, and don't bother with the sequels. See you next Wednesday. Bye. God, that looks emo. Please don't tell me I've been within a whole film like that. But yeah, okay, bye.